Bringing all the
That's the vegetable patch. Get the lettuce once, Susie. Get the lettuce. Do you see any wheat? You see only moss.
it's really small. And you just
That was the That's the best one. I was so excited. I decided that I think the book dedicated to actually know
Charles' dinner or lunch. So the good old reliable uchki kuri, some of them damaged by the birds it seems. But the best place for them is to grow them over the compost heap.
if you're starting out, that was what he had in his mind.
This is Charles Dowding's vegetable garden in Homeacres, Alhampton. This Alhampton is a little bit of a strange name. Why Alhampton? Is it Arabic or something? Phoenicians were in this area in the past. It's Lebanese. Great calaverse.
So we actually have some money left then? Because I didn't recognise you though.
You see the solar panels on top of the building? That's such a small land, and you can make a food crop. And yet they have some space for what? Oh, look at these beans. Yellow climbing beans. Just because of the color. Beautiful color combinations with these charts. Can you find a single wheat here? This is an apple tree, and that's a russet apple. All kind of chicories. Oh yeah, and French dwarf beans. And leeks as first and only crop. These are harvested. All the courgettes. This one is mulched because there are some weeds yet which are growing there through them. Endives. This is a new area, it has mulched. all the winter squashes. And this is a bed of the Jerusalem artichoke. The apple is not doing bad. Losing an apple. That's a polytunnel full of tomato. Let's go have a look. The smell of basil. I think the polytunnel is just a little bit bigger than ours. Probably 1.5 meters. And most of the tomatoes are harvested. I see one single large black Russian one. And those ones are the ones that we saw in the Italy. I have a video about it. And some peppers. And a good mulch. That's what we have done also. Without a tomato and aubergine in a pot on a compost heap with some squash, winter squash. Or are they? No, they look like melons. The melons he told you are not going to be well this year. And every space is just aubergine. I think my polytunnel is much better. Really, really good with my own hands. And basil. And some other, bell pepper. It's really prolific. And some of that Cape gooseberry. And lots of basil. You should do a basil patch like this. The idea is that half of the polytunnel is vegetables and herbs. Sure. You don't do just all polytunnel taken by tomato. This is a new bed that I made for the BBC. I cut and screwed the size on the day before, just resting on the ground, okay, and topped it with compost. And then planted this for BBC. I see radishes, I see pak choi, I see this mustard, I see freely mustard, some, I think this is broccoli, and some freely mustard again, and then bok choy again, it's kind of oriental leaves. So that's what you will see in BBC. That is Charles Dowding's greenhouse, and you see more tomatoes here, and growing the seeds here, seedlings, and they're getting ready for it. Oh, look at the aubergines, I like that. And again, in the greenhouse, we see a balance between the amount of the rows of tomato and herbs like basil. And one row also of aubergine. This is the tallest aubergines I've seen so far. It looks like a commercial. And at the end you see some peppers. And a big cucumber, but I don't think they are tasty. They look very tough. And here, triad bed, made in May 2015 for my online course. Yakun. Yakun is this kind of things from the Andes. Hookah and yakun. It's a little shed, and then we come to the cabbages mixed with some flowers, and those are I think also those Andean thingies. Oka, I think. That's oka. And then some oriental leaves, then some chervil, I think, and then a courgette in that corner, and seedlings for the next generation. These are some of them, I think, are turnip or oriental leaf turnip. They can be oriental leaf. But he don't plant in rows, he plants in plugs. So he will not waste seeds. And a little bit of this hot plant. And a proper place for drying your onions. And some seeds growing here. This is also where Charles Dowding keeps his, that's the conservatory, keeps his chikikuris there. The solar panel to provide some money for being off-grid. And that is Charles himself wearing red to be seen properly. Some carrots, some kale. Those are, I think, are the parsnip.
I'll send you an email. Yeah, great.
Hello, Charles.
How you doing?
Nice to see you, Charles.
Grabbing a picture.